Right, here we are then. Hello everybody, how you doing and welcome back to the channel and Patreon. It's me, Mikey, back for a brand new reaction to Friday Night Dinner. And today we are going to be watching the Series 5 finale. It's Series 5, Episode 6, Wilson. I'm guessing by the title that it's going to be surrounded by Wilson, yeah. But we're going to have to find out and see what happens. It's the last episode of a series, you guys know me. Any final episode of a series is always a good one. I always highly anticipate some great comedy, some great stories, and yeah, I've got absolutely no doubt that this is going to be the same. I mean, Friday Night Dinner is one of my favourite programmes that I'm reacting to, as you guys know. And you know what? I keep saying, don't I, that I'm kind of excited to finish it so that I can binge it on my own. But on the other hand, now that I'm finishing Series 5 and there's only one series left, I'm really, I'm a bit, I kind of don't want it to end. I'm kind of regretting having said any of that. But it is what it is. It's a reaction channel. Everything has to come to an end eventually. It has to. So we're going to get straight into this, guys. I'm not going to make you wait any longer. Final episode, we all want to have a laugh together, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So, just before we do, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you're watching on YouTube, that is. If you want to see the video without any of the cloaking that is required for it to be on YouTube, head over to the Patreon. There's a link in the description. I've got tiers starting at $1 a month. Go and check it out. Come and join us over there where these are early access and unedited. You'll also get early access to all of my other shows that come onto YouTube, and you'll also get access to the exclusive shows as well, including shows like Bones, the American thriller, and another one that I started yesterday, Prison Break, and a couple of others as well. My Simpsons reactions, and our series swaps as well between me and Luke. Speaking of which, Luke, who, to those of you who do not know, Luke is my best mate and my channel manager. He's the reactor on YouTube, the Yorkshireman Reacts. He's also reacting to Friday Night Dinner, so go and check out his channel. There's a link for his channel and his Patreon in the description. He's also got tiers starting at $1 a month, so go and check him out. And if you're watching on Patreon, thank you so much for your ongoing support. You guys are fantastic. There's always a great response to Friday Night Dinner reactions on there, and you guys get first dibs for that reason. Yeah. So yeah, we're not going to hang around anymore, guys. We're going to get straight into it and see how they chose to end Series 5. Let's see what happens, and let's see how and why. Well, why, actually. Let's see why they chose to call this episode Wilson. I hope nothing happens to him. For some, I don't know why. It's just, I've got this. When I read the title of the episode, I got this niggling feeling in the back of my head thinking, please don't say something happens to him. You know? But anyway, let's just see what happens. And I realise while it is still properly daylight out there, it is going to get dark pretty soon, and I don't want the camera to not recognise any light and then block me out. What do you mean that'd be a blessing? Rude, actually. No. Yeah, do you know what? I'm talking about DIY. I love DIY. Yesterday, I built a little shelving unit for the living room because we had, like, you know, like ornaments and pictures cluttering up all the other furniture. We got one of these. It's not very big. It's only about this high off the ground, but it's got 3 and it just looks great. All the clutter's gone. It looks fantastic. See, I love a bit of DIY. I love putting anything that comes with instructions. I love to put things together. I love it. Call me sad, but I love it. If it's in pieces and it's got an instruction book, I'm happy.
Wilson's just finishing his... Oh, Jim. Dollops. Love
Dollops!
Dollops. That's it, Wilson. Why are you doing it there?
Squeeze!
I'm not doing it there. Wilson is.
Oh dear, Jim, that's what you meant, you fool.
Keep doing that there.
I'm not doing it there, Jackie. Wilson is.
Yeah, I know that.
I do my dollops in my house. Bloody dollops. Don't worry, I've got a bag.
You won't
Oh
have a bag.
dear.
Wait, actually, Jackie, do you have a bag?
He ain't got a bag.
Or maybe 5?
5?
All week in that bloody flower
Jesus.
bed. Every time I open that door, there's Jim and Wilson dolloping.
Dolloping! Alright, Adam, you're listening, pal. Listen, this is what you do. Take the bubbly wobbly, right? Smash it against the nearest hardest surface. Take the jagged end that's still in hand and... or something like that. Or I'd do. God. So sometimes Johnny just goes too overboard for me, and that is just plain unfair. Ugh, what an arse.
Leave you? Was that Johnny pretending to call from the hospital?
I don't work in a hospital.
Yes, he does. Femiron, say goodbye to Thrush.
Right.
Thrush! I thought you said toothbrush the first time. I don't know why. Who has meatballs with broccoli and roast taters? Unless, are they faggots? Yes, you can say that word when it's used in the context of the meat product. You know, Mr. Brains, the faggot. I love them. I do. I love them. Yes, ha ha ha. Mikey likes faggots. Ha, ha, ha. Get the laughing over with. Yeah, no, seriously though, I do like Mr. Brain's faggots. Oh my god, they're delicious. They take too long to cook though for me. Take an hour, but it's worth it. You know? Oh, I love them. Unless that's what she meant by meatballs. Because who has meatballs with veg? No, don't tell me he's going to answer it thinking it's him and give him a bollocking it's going to be the real thing. Oh, no. If he does and it turns out Johnny's fucked it up for him, I'm really not going to... But the carpet could be ruined or that someone spilt red wine. I mean, you guys know me by now. I love a glass of red wine. I know you've never seen me drink one because I don't tend to drink it too early. But yeah. Red wine, get white wine on it, it lifts it. But having said that, right, I was once having a glass of red wine here, right, and I was watching something on YouTube, and I was laughing away. I think it was one of Luke's reactions. I think it was one of his gimme, gimme, gimmes. And I was laughing. I was like, I went to reach for my glass, and I knocked it over with my fingertip. Down here on the floor, my carpet's like a sandy colour. I was like, shit! And obviously I don't have white wine in the house. I don't drink white wine. But what I did was I went and fetched a cleaning product from the bathrooms called, I'm not promoting this obviously, but it's called the Pink Stuff. You can get it from Asda. And I went and got it, and I just spritzed it on the carpet, left it a minute, gone. But that might have been because I'd only just spilt it. It was fresh, it hadn't had time to set in yet. But yeah, I'm looking at the carpet now, it's gone. Completely gone, but I was shitting myself. I thought my mum's going to kill me. You know? But no, it was alright. But yeah, that was absolute chaos, and that's all Johnny's fault. And can I just say, the meatballs I've noticed, they're not faggots, they're actual meatballs with bits of tomato in. So she's done tomatoey meatballs with roast potatoes and broccoli. That just does not go, does it? That don't go. But yeah, that just descended into chaos just then. Jesus, wowzers. Christ on a bike with Mary in the sidecar. Fuck me.
Carpenters.
Do you know what? I'm not being funny, right? You don't need instructions. Some things are obvious. But what is really bugging me, right? And it's really making me anxious. Because as you guys know, I love doing a bit of DIY. This thing looks enormous. Why are they building it in the garage? If you've got something that is beyond a certain size furniture, then you have to build it on site or build it in the room where it's going to be stored, just in case you can't get it where it needs to be. If this is something they want upstairs, that is just going to be a whole other job. That's my advice for, obviously I know it's common knowledge, but for anybody that does DIY, that's my bit of advice. If something is, say, really tall or really wide, build it in the room that it's going to be going in. And I'll tell you how I came about this little bit of information, shall I? A little bit of a story for you. I won't take long, honestly. Now, I bought one of those, you know, those plastic garden storage sheds, you know, with the lid and doors. I bought one of them, right? Still got it to this day. It's brilliant. Saved me a fortune. But yeah, bought one, and I started to build it in the living room. Yeah, idiot. It was about this time last year, actually, so it was freezing cold. I started to build it in the living room, and I got most of it done. I thought, you know what, I'll just take this outside. And I tried to, obviously, goes without saying, it would not fit through the door. So I had to take it apart and start again outside, this time of year in the freezing cold. I'd ripped the box, so I couldn't just put it back in the box and wait for another day. I'd ripped it, trying to get into the box. And so, yeah, I had to go outside in the freezing cold and build that thing. Do you remember last January, guys, when I wasn't very well? Do you remember that? I think that was why, because I had to build this thing outside. It didn't take long, fair enough. It only took me about 20 minutes, half an hour. It's very, very straightforward. But yeah, that's my big lesson. If you are building anything that is over a certain size, then just build it in the room where you plan to keep it. That's my advice. Yeah. But I love my DIY, I really do. I'm in my element. Jim and Wilson have got bunk beds! No way! Do you know what? It doesn't come as a surprise that they share their sleeping quarters, right? Obviously that's nothing abnormal, you know, plenty of people share a room with the dogs, of course they do. But do you know what, I had Wilson and Jim and Wilson down as the kind that spoon when they get into bed. Again, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm very surprised that Wilson's on top. I could have sworn it'd be the other way around. Oh dear. I'm picturing these bunk. Why am I picturing Jim getting into bed in a little nightcap and everything? Chucking Wilson in. my god. Oh, that's going to haunt me now. Sorry, let's just carry on.
She's been making something back at the house.
I thought we were going to see Jim's house
A
then.
little ladder.
Okay, well,
For our
Oh,
bunk
dear.
beds. Wilson's on top.
Luke is going to absolutely lose it when he sees that. Oh my god. He's going to lose it.
Actually, I will take another bag.
See, I told you you need bin liners for big
Should be
dogs.
big enough for
Dollops.
you know.
Yeah, dollops.
they sleep in bunk beds.
Right, well, you've all to
Are you
get on
surprised, Adam? That was me focusing on the fact that it was a white cross. I was thinking of, look, clan. All of that. That's what I was thinking it looked like. I forgot the Jewish. Oh, bugger. Oh, dear. I hadn't even thought of that. I'm so sorry to anyone that is Jewish watching this. That completely slipped my mind. My mind went straight to... Oh, clan. Yeah. Oh, dear.
People gonna think.
Oh, not now, Johnny. Remember this? Oh, God. So, that's them. I mean, it's got to be them.
Well, answer it.
Is that the
That's
Americans?
Yeah, not the hospital. No!
Wait a minute.
Shit!
You didn't. I did.
Oh, he did it off. I thought, oh, for fuck's sake. Do you know what? I thought maybe it was going to have dropped out of his pocket while he was... He did it off, for Christ's sakes. He really gets on my wiki, he does. Do you know what, guys? We're not going to leave it anywhere to... Oh, do you know what? There you go. We'll just look at the family. Why not? That's actually worked out rather well. Wow. I mean, that episode was intense. I mean, do you know what? The title... I know it doesn't say the title on here. I read the title on IMDb before I started. I wanted to double check what it was called. The title gave me a little hint that... Well, it gave me that horrible feeling in the back of my head that something bad was going to happen to him. I thought... I don't know. I thought for some reason, I thought the worst thing that was going to happen, that was maybe one of the lads backed over him or something and injured him. I didn't think for a minute that was where this episode was going. Oh my God, God bless Wilson and bless Jim. You know, shalom. And, you know, I'm surprised he didn't do that. You know. But anyway, no, that would. I know. Do you know they tried so hard to make it funny, you know, with his poem and everything. But the way he broke down and got to the floor with him, oh my God, that broke me. I was fighting back. I'm one of these guys. I don't cry, but when I do, if something starts me off, it doesn't stop. And I was telling myself, oh no, the last thing I need in a reaction is a long bout of tears, or to spend the rest of the reaction in tear, or have to edit out a huge bit where you wouldn't obviously get the full reactions. I was fighting it, and it was just, oh my God, it was heartbreaking. I'm still reeling from it, to be honest. That was, they were just setting it up, weren't they? Doing his dollops and everything. They were just setting it up that it was going to go down a nasty route, and it did. I can't believe they've ended Series 5 like that. Why? Why would they do that to Paul Wilson? I mean, I don't know if at this point they didn't know if they were going to get a 6th series. I don't know how they thought it was going to go. But, again, why kill him? You know, that just, it feels a bit unfair. You know, I think some comedies kill off characters and they do manage to make it funny. You know, they give them outlandish deaths and things like that. But that was really sad. You know, that's really, for any dog lover, you know, whether you've had a dog that's passed away or not, you know, I mean, when I say that, I mean somebody, you know, a dog lover could just have their first dog, you know, and they've never gone through the death of a pet. But I mean, anyone that's lost a pet will know, a dog especially, losing them, it's a grief all on its own, you know. I mean, I want to say that it's not the worst grief you can ever go through, but you know, in a way it is, because it's a grief like no other, you know, especially a dog that has been a friend and companion for many, many years, that they've lived to a grand old age, and you've had them from very young. It rips you apart. I mean, fair enough, it doesn't throw you into the same grieving process as losing a parent, you know. I mean, I lost my dad. My dad died when I was 16. Losing a pet doesn't do that to you. I mean, it is a different process, but it is a different grief altogether. And the way Jim there, he just got on the floor with his best friend, his only friend, and the way he said that, my only friend. Oh, do you know, again, I know they tried so hard to make it funny, but I was just broken-hearted there. Oh my god. Especially after it got off to such a hilarious start. You know, the dollops and all the bags and the arguing and the red wine, and it was so chaotic and so hilarious to begin with, and then it just took this dark turn, and I was completely taken aback by it. I was like, oh no, they have not gone down this route, but they have. And then, obviously, while they tried to bring the comedy back as best they can toward the end, you know, with him putting a big bloody cross on the front garden, like a permanent reminder just to turn around and say, oh, I'll get a new dog tomorrow. You know, that I can see they were really going for a hilarious ending there. And it was funny, but I couldn't bring the laughter out because I was just too bemused by the fact that we've lost Wilson. I can't believe it. Oh my God, we've really been through the ringer today. And, by the way, just regarding this, can I just say to anybody, if you're still watching at this point, if you're going to leave a comment, could you try and leave one that doesn't mention that? Because I'm ahead of Luke with this show. And he keeps an eye on my Patreon. You know, he likes to have a look through and see how things are doing. He likes to see what shows are doing well for me because he's my manager. I don't want him to scroll past any comments that might mention this and give him that spoiler. You know, obviously he's a dog person himself. He's got his dog. And I don't want it to hit him like a ton of bricks, so I might give him a bit of a warning myself, you know, but I don't want him to read any comments relating to it. But yeah, so yeah, if you just mind your comments, guys, you know, filter what you might say. But yeah, you just help me out with that, that'd be great. But yeah, like I say, I might give him a bit of a heads up myself, you know, when he gets closer to this, I might just say, look, you know, something's going to be happening, just brace yourself, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, let me do that, and yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, and when they were in the front room having the crumble, and he walks off and he mentions Wilson the first time. I've been there, you know, when you first lose your dog and you meant the first time, you're like, come on, and you realise you're like, shit, they're not there anymore. You know, it's awful, it really is awful. And I feel like this reaction's really ending on a downer. I wasn't expecting it. I was hyped up today before I started this. I came in nice and early and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a couple of reactions today just to get me set up for a couple of days. But I feel really down now. That's really put me on a downer. But I'm guessing he's going to have a new dog for Series 6. You know, Jim knocking on the door without a dog, it just won't be right. So we'll have to see what happens there. But apart from that, guys, apart from the death of Wilson, this was a really good episode. You know, it was full of comedy, full of a lot of relatable stuff. Absolute chaos as usual with this show. But I'm not going to say it's not a bad episode at all. In fact, the way they handled Wilson's death was beautiful. You know, they managed to bring a bit of comedy to it. And I know that sounds really hard, but I mean, you know, being buried in the flower bed and the massive cross, you know, but they did it so well. You know, they did the death of him so well. Jim's reaction to it and the family and, you know, the way he put the lead in with him and, oh, yeah, you know, they did handle it well. You know, they did it quite respectfully. You know, they didn't show him pass away and they didn't show him in any pain, just doing his dollops, you know. Oh, bless him, I'm going to miss that dog. I really am going to miss him. But part of me is a bit anxious about what dog he's going to turn up with in the next series, so we'll have to wait and see about that. But yeah, guys, it was a good episode. I'll give it that. You know, they handle his death with respect, but I'm afraid for me, Wilson's death has overshadowed the comedy of this episode, and because again, it's something I've been through myself, you know, and it's something that is very close to home, and it's really, really tough. But again, I'm not going to downgrade the episode for it. I'm not going to give it any less points for the comedy and the greatness that is Friday Night Dinner. Of course I'm not. But I am just going to say that, yeah, Wilson's death definitely took priority for me over the comedy. I found it very hard to find anything funny toward the end. I had a little bit of a giggle after that, but yeah. So yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard, you know. It will be hard going into Series 6 not seeing him, but I suppose his memory shall live on. I wonder if the cross will still be there outside the Jewish house. Okay, right, so yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. I think I've said enough, you know, commentary throughout and at the end there. I think I've said enough this time. So yeah, I'm going to get it wrapped up, guys, get it uploaded. Don't forget to, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Check out the Friday Night Dinner playlist and check out Luke's channel as well. There's a link for that in the description and a link for his Patreon as well. He is reacting to Friday Night Dinner, so go and check him out, check out his reactions to that and see what else is on the channel that you might like. And don't forget to check out both our Patreons. We've both got $1 tiers. Come over and join us for less than £2. You know, when you convert it into English money, it's less than £2. So you want to join us both and catch these at early access and without editing, that's how you're going to be able to do it. So yeah, I'm going to get going now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day / night, depending when you are watching, and I'll see you next time for my next reaction. Take care, guys. Ta-ra.